Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it's been 1 week and 1 day that we have now been in our apartment, and we are in so much of a better place. And I wanted to share this with you first in retrospect, because a lot of what I'm going to share hereafter is when we were first getting settled and sorting out the house. So as I mentioned before, we moved up to London about 2 weeks ago, and when we came up, we stayed at an Airbnb for 5 days, something that I hugely suggest to you. So we actually found our place. We had an agent up here in the UK who assisted us to find our rental. And I actually said to Chad, why don't we just ask them for an early occupation and just get into our place earlier? But looking back, I'm so glad we didn't do that, because going into an Airbnb, everything was there, everything was set up. We just needed to have a little bit of clothes, and the house was set up for us. So there was a TV, there was Wi-Fi, there was crockery and all of that. And when we moved into our house here, it was a completely different situation. So if we had come here on the first day, arriving straight from South Africa, I probably would have had a breakdown, because it is hectic to get your whole house organized. One of the good things that we did was we packed a few essentials for the first few days. So when we got here, we had some towels packed, we had our duvet covers packed, we had a set of cutlery that we had packed in there, like forks, knives, spoons. So we had that to start with. So those were just a few essentials that we had to get us going. And then we had to buy everything else. So while we were at the Airbnb, we started getting all our appliances, and then we had to collab and get together all the deliveries. So we had deliveries coming out our ears. We had to also stay home for those deliveries because somebody had to receive them. So we spent a lot of time in the house with no Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi can usually take quite long, but our rental agent actually hooked us up with somebody who got everything sorted. So our utilities and our Wi-Fi was all actually sorted within 2-3 days of us being here. The utilities were on immediately. They connected us immediately. So that's like gas, electric, and all of that. And then we had Wi-Fi connected in the next 2 to 3 days thereafter. So it wasn't terrible, but it felt like the longest time with the children. So if you are making the move, I would suggest book into an Airbnb first. Don't try to get into your place immediately. Sort out your stuff first. And then we still got here, and there was so much of stuff that I hadn't thought about, like simple things like a scissors to open stuff. So we did lots of trips up and down. So we have no idea what we spent on groceries yet. Obviously it's too early to know, because we've been buying a lot of the odds and ends, stuff for the house. We bought all our appliances. We had to buy stuff like crockery. We didn't get cutlery. We have some cutlery sets coming over, and that's the other thing with shipping. We have a stuff coming over on the ship, but all the stuff that we shipped is stuff that we are not going to need right now. So it's a few extra pots. I actually did pack 2 pots in my bag, so those have helped us out. I didn't need to go and buy pots because I've got my entire AMC set, a few of my licorices coming in on the ship, so I didn't want to go and buy those again. I wanted to bring that over with, so we had that in the bag, and that's been really, really helpful. So I would suggest doing that. But the other thing for the Airbnb, and one thing that I wished I had done, was I didn't pack clothes correctly for that week. So on that day we were repeating a lot. We actually had to go and shop a few things. We didn't want to open all our bags in the Airbnb. We had 10 of them. We only opened everything when we're here. But finally I'm in a space now where my bags are unpacked, my clothes are in a cupboard, my kitchen is functioning. The other thing we didn't think about was, what do you do with all the boxes? So garbage day is only, we take out garbage on a Monday night. So we had to sit with the boxes, all the delivery boxes here for ages until we could actually put it out. So it was like a week of sitting with it here, because we don't have like a full-on outside space to keep it. We've got a bit of a bay window area where our washer and dishwasher and stuff is. That's like our cleaning side. But yeah, so that's where we're at the moment. But I'm going to show you the videos of what the week was. Basically, it was receiving deliveries, packing up our house, making it feel more homey, keeping the girls entertained, shopping for stuff, finding our way around, and just getting used to this new life. It's been exciting. It's been overwhelming. I've had some days where I've just wanted to go home. I had some days where I woke up and I was just so weepy because I missed home so much. I miss my family so much. I miss familiarity so much. But the excitement and the exhilaration of something new is also really nice. So it's bittersweet, let's put it that way. But yeah, so let's get going. I'm going to show you everything that the last week was, and if you want to see more, please also follow me on Instagram because I'm sharing daily updates on there. And obviously I'm doing a weekly video on here, but if you want to see more, you can catch my daily updates on Instagram as well. This was the first walkthrough in our new neighborhood and we were so excited to check it out. We stayed behind at the apartment while Chad went back to fetch all those bags. We timed it quite nicely because on the day we already started receiving all those Amazon boxes. Cheese! Cheese! So it's moving day and... Okay, let's take that again. So it's moving day and it's still chaos here. We're still very much in an empty apartment. Lots of parcels have arrived, which I'm going to dig into now. And we've unpacked boxes. We have unpacked a lot of the girls' clothes. I've set them into the cupboards. We've unpacked some of our clothes as well. But we haven't really set those into the cupboards yet. And I just want to open up these parcels now and get all of that sorted out. We just want to do a little bit of a clean as well in the kitchen and the bathroom. And yeah, before we get all our stuff in. Did you get us some groceries?
We got us some groceries, but most importantly,
cleaning stuff.
We got more wine.
Okay, and lots of wine. This has been, I think, the hardest move we've ever done because we have absolutely no help. We have to do everything with the kids, right? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good now that we've got lots of cleaning stuff and wine. And we've got these to try out. Jaffa cakes, which I hear a lot about. I don't know if it's the right one.
Well, we'll try. It's Uber Eats for dinner again tonight. Our memory foam pillow sitting next to Chad there, still needing to be unpacked before we can sleep. How is your McPlant burger?
Pretty good.
We've unpacked the boxes. Now we need to actually find out where we're putting everything. My little AMC that made it all the way in my bag was ready for the traditional part of moving day. The next few days were a blur of staying home, waiting for parcels, unpackaging them all, and just setting up our new home. Another nice thing about staying in the Airbnb, we came across some cool brands that we actually liked, and we looked for these brands when we were finding some of our crockery and appliances. And then we were finally saved after days of no TV or Wi-Fi. We were hooked up. And I probably don't need to tell you who was most excited about this. It was me, guys. Sometimes a sanity break was just checking out the stores in the area and getting a few household essentials. You can definitely underestimate the amount of stuff you need to set up your place, so it was nice to shop around to find familiar brands and just to make sure we weren't spending too much. And sometimes I even took a helper. I mean, who else would take a slow-mo video of me carrying my own groceries? And just like that, I had done my first major shop. Just needed a few things, and I want to get some snacks for the girls, some fruit, some home essentials. And then I went to a shop called TK Maxx where you can get really nice brands at really affordable prices. So I picked up these beautiful kitchen towels. I'm actually so excited for these. and these were only £13, and look at what they are. So I was quite excited about that. I was also looking for little containers because now we're obviously out and about with the girls and we are traveling with public transport, and my nappy bag is very important, so I wanted to get some, and I loved Systema when I was in South Africa, so I got these. I also got these. I love these for the nappy bag, so these were quite a nice buy as well. And these were also £5. And then while I was at TK Maxx, I got this tile cleaner because we really need to give our tiles a good clean while we're here. We want to start implementing a no shoes in the house policy, so we want to get our tiles and stuff really nice and clean. And this was £4. But then when I went around the corner to Poundland, I found that, oop, there goes my bell, probably more deliveries. Hold on a sec. So when I went to Poundland, I found that most of the cleaning stuff was actually there for like £1, so I could have saved some there. But these are obviously things I learn as I go along. While we found our favorite store so far for food, cleaning stuff, and household odds and ends, we're still gearing up for the self-checkout. The last few deliveries and nothing could have prepared us for all these flat packs. My husband actually had to get another set of tools even though we have a whole bunch coming over on the ship because we had to do self-assembly on almost everything. But don't worry, we had a good quality controller. Most rentals here do come with your standard appliances like your dishwasher, washing machine, your fridge, your stove, and you might already know exactly what you need to buy in terms of appliances. But I would suggest coming into your home and just sort of seeing what else you might need to make it feel like the right space for you, which really helped us to make it feel nice and cozy. And it's all slowly coming together as we piece together the final touches that make this apartment feel like our new home. And of course that means our mum's masalas. We're going to be sharing so much more about our journey and of course the little area that we now call home. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, share and subscribe.